Zo, dat waren Psychic TV met Fairies. Dit is Microgenon met Bollock Boy. Hier zijn uit Frankrijk dozen uit de mini-LP De Swoop. Hier is Boule Viens Ici. Jawel. En dat is dan nog wel een lievelingsnummer van mij.
Hello everybody, Jason Basin here, and today we gonna do a very special video. I wanted to do this already some months ago, but now finally we're gonna do it. It's about a special tape that I made in the 80s, in 1985 as Bollock Boy, and Microgenon is the title of the program. So I compiled 20 tracks, and I am talking between the tracks. I only made one tape like this, and Destiny would has its way, and in 1987 I joined a free radio station, so 2 years after this. I am 55 now. Here I was 17 years old, and I selected 20 great tracks. First I must say, did you see already the latest Jason Basin and Lady Natalie music video, Dieu je t'appelle? No? So check it out here on my channel. And I will work on a very special experimental trance remix, and I am already working on our new track also. So I'm very busy. Today I am a rider on the storm. There is a big storm coming on. Maybe you can hear the rain already here above my head. So in this video you will see little videos, audio from my show that I did as Bollock Boy. Microgenon, it's in fact, I looked it up, was a product for women not getting pregnant, so little pills. The show I opened up with Psychic TV and Fairies. I could not find Fairies. I searched and searched on Discogs. I could not find it. So I opened the show with that track. Then we have Ptose. It's a trio from France. They were active from 1979 till 1987. But I saw they released with another band in 2017 another album, Phantom Cosmonauts. Then in my show I go further with From 242, SFR Nomenclatura, part 1 and 2 from No Comments. Then we have Vita Noctis, also a Belgian band, very good, with Once in a Lifetime. And that part we close with the Neon Judgment and Concrete. So we're gonna give you now some audio material.
Een raar einde voor dozen uit Frankrijk, dat met Boule Viens Ici. Jawel, er was eventjes iets met de cassette. Het draadje van de cassette was eventjes uitgerokken. Dit zijn uit de LP No Comment. From 242, dat was eventjes nog de commando mix. En dit is alvast From 242.
So then we go on. Next track was Fat Gadget, Ricky's Hands, the B-side of One Man's Meat, the 12-inch. Then we on Ricky's Hand there is also a Belgian man in the video. That's Mark Lederman of the Weatherman. Then we have the Virgin Prunes, The Walls of Jericho, fantastic album. of course, from their fantastic album If I Die, I Die. Then we have The Dance Society and Clock, a track that I searched and searched. It was a 7-inch brought out in 1981, and it was reissued in 1983. That's the 7-inch. That will be rather rare, and but a track on the album, on an album, it's hard to find. But they made a live album I saw, I think it was released in 2017. There you find also that Clock track. Then I go further with the dance, not the Dance Society, but the Birthday Party with Nick Cave, of course, the band Nick Cave was playing in before he would become Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. The Birthday Party and their really phenomenal track Mutiny in Heaven. I had the 12-inch before, but I sold it in the 90s and I regret that, of course, and I want to get it back, that fantastic 12-inch Mutiny in Heaven from the Birthday Party. Then in my show I continued with SPK, Walking on Dead Steps. SPK I like very much, metal dance, but this track is also very good. This band was formed in Australia, but they went to England to record. This track comes from the compilation album Otto da Fe that was released in 1983, and it had the last release of SPK that I could find was in 1988. So we're gonna listen again to some audio material of my show. Back in 1985, 30 years back in time with Bollock Boy.
Gebrubbel met Russes, dat was Front 242 uit Ganshoren. Zij brachten voor u SFR Nomenclatura Part 1 en 2 uit mini-LP No Comment, of het moet zijn uit als je erbij was bij de eerste 2000 kopers, de dubbele maxi No Comment. Dit is nu eventjes Vitanoctis uit de nieuwe cassette van Vitanoctis, die heet Good Boy, Much Money, Good Boy, No Money, Goodbye. Die kost 160 franken en die is te bestellen bij Camera Obscura, Roestevij 52 1040 in Brussel. En het fotootje op het hoesje is dat van ook van In the Face of Death, hun eerste cassette, debuutcassette, en het is een doorschijnende cassette, dus verdeeld door Camera Obscura. Hier is Vitanoctis met volgens mij een van de prachtigste nummer samen met New Image en These Lies. Hier is Vitanoctis met Once in a Lifetime.
And we go on. Then on the B-side of this tape we begin with In the Nursery, The Last Prayer. Fantastic track. In the Nursery is a duo that came from Sheffield, and the next track, next band that I played here on my tape is also from Sheffield, Cabaret Voltaire, legendary band, and this with a very nice track, Do Right. Do Right was played a lot of times on the new wave parties in the 80s. Then we go further with King Koen and Innocent, a very nice track. His real name was Koen Bart Goossens. He was born on the 4th of June 62, but he died on the 20th August 20th in 2016. He was only 54 years old, younger than I am now. He played with a lot of nice bands like Ryan's Daughter, The Spanks, The Autostyle and The Paranoiacs. This track, Innocent, was from his tape Le Goût de la Marche, The Taste of That from 1984. It was made very limited, only 25 copies exist, and how much will still exist? Maybe 20. Then we go further with the March Violets, Walk into the Sun. March Violets, they were working with the same company as the Sisters of Mercy, and the March Violets are also from Leeds. And they opened Seaside 85 with this track, Walk into the Sun. They were noted on the bill as a special act, and I said to myself before the festival, I hope it will be the March Violets that open Seaside 85, and it was like that, and it was fantastic. I just arrived there at the terrain, and it was fantastic. The sun was breaking through, and they were playing Walk into the Sun. Then we have This Mortal Coil, Not Me. I didn't know that, but I know it now. This Mortal Coil was in fact a 4AD, that record label, a super band from that record label 4AD. So many artists from on that record label participated in that project. It was not a real band, This Mortal Coil. It was more a project with different musicians that came in and out. So this track that I played, Not Me, very nice. It came from the album It Will End in Tears. People as Cocteau Twins, the Wolfgang Press, and That Can Dance, and others were involved in the tracks of This Mortal Coil. And This Mortal Coil, that project was active between 1983 and 1991. So we're gonna listen again to some audio from my show.
De titel naar het voorbeeld van Talking Heads, dat was Vita Noctis uit de tweede cassette na In the Face of Death. Much Money, Good Boy, No Money, Goodbye, dat waren ze met Once in a Lifetime. Volgens mij dus het betere werk op deze cassette.
And we continue with the last part of side B of that tape. Then I played at the end Executive Slacks and Cinema from the first 12-inch, and I found that 12-inch for €2 years and years ago on the big record fair in Ghent, Belgium, and I was very, very happy. I found it beneath a table in a cardboard, and it was fantastic to find it. The cover is not in the best shape, but the vinyl plays very fine. Then I continued with Play Dead and Conspiracy. Play Dead, I had 12-inch of Play Dead in the past, I think 2 12 inches. Very good band. Then we go further with Bauhaus and Spirit. Bauhaus with Peter Murphy, fantastic band. Some years ago they had their 50 years of Bauhaus here on a festival in Belgium. Bauhaus, I have one album of Bauhaus, really good band, and a lot of these bands here that I already said, March Violets, Bauhaus, they are all considered as goth, but people, these are new wave bands. It was the new wave time, it's new wave, not goth. So Bauhaus is a new wave band. Also the next group, the singer was irritated already a lot of times because they say you are one of the best goth bands ever. He doesn't like it, and me neither, because they are not a goth band, the Sisters of Mercy. They are a new wave band, For God's sake, people. On this tape I play the Sisters of Mercy were with Emma Live, a track of course, the original from Hot Chocolate. And we close the show here, the tape, with Dead in June, Nothing Changes. One of my favorite tracks here on this tape. It comes from the album The Guilty Have No Pride from 1983. So I hope you liked this very historic tape, 1985, the only one that I made like this as a radio program. So this was a sort of token for my future, because in 1987 I joined a free radio for 20 years. Thanks for watching, and check out, of course, all my videos here on my channel. There is a lot to find. Not only I have videos with records or jams or my gear, as you see now. This is a very nice special video, and I will make soon another nice special video. You will like it also. Thank you very much and have a good week. Bye bye, this was Jason Basin.
Concrete en de Neon Judgment uit Leuven uit de prachtige LP 1981 tot 84. Dan is hier nu Fat Gadget uit de Maxi One Man's Meat. Hier is Ricky's Hand.
Micro Hinon, Bollock Boy.
Met uw microgenon oren beluisterde u in dit tweede gedeelte al In the Nursery met The Last Prayer, Cabaret Voltaire, Do Right, King Coon, Innocent, The March Violets, Walk Into the Sun, This Mortal Coil, Not Me, Executive Slacks, Cinema en Play That Conspiracy. Dit is dan het laatste deeltje van deel 2 van Microgenon. U luistert achtereenvolgens Boho's Spirit, The Sisters of Mercy live versie van Emma en Dead in June, Nothing Changes, Toy and the Muzzle.